The third problem you have is they're not thinking about you when they go to pull the trigger. Yeah, I knew you were in real estate. How many had this situation? They didn't ask you to list your house because they forgot about you. Oh my God, I forgot. How many had that experience? You failed on number 3. They weren't thinking about you when they were ready to pull the trigger. And number 4, because you lack persistence. It's very difficult to be persistent, particularly if you're living in a thinking that I'm going to try once, I'm going to try twice, I'm going to try 3 times, and that's it. It's going to take way more than 3 times. Would you agree? My wife watched me call one man 15 times in 3 days without a return phone call. She's like, how many times are you going to call him? Oh, I'm going to call him until we talk. My God. I'm like, it worked on you. Shit. It worked on you. I meet this. You ever seen an ugly guy with a beautiful woman? You ever seen that? You're like, how did he do that? That is impossible. How many seen that before? Okay. I met my wife the first night I moved to Los Angeles. I met her. I knew immediately. I'm like, that's my wife right there. I'm going to marry her. She's going to have my children. Guarantee you, I know for sure. I called my mom. Hey, I met my wife tonight. You been out with her? Nah, she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Okay, what's my job now? I got to sell her. I don't need to date her. I got to sell her. I called her twice a month for 13 months without a return phone call. If you ask my wife, ask her the story. If you ever meet her, great chick. 13 months, man, twice a month. Not one return phone call. Okay? Her friends are like, Grant, you got to quit calling her, man. This is like bordering on stalking. I'm like, it's not stalking if it works. If it works, is it stalking? No, it's marriage. Okay? I need to stay interested. See, this is what people do. They set a target. You remember when you were a kid and you set targets that were big, giant, had nothing to do with reason? They were giant, right? And then you had some difficulty getting to it, and somebody said, what? Dude, your goals are unrealistic. You need to drop your goals down and add 40 years and end up with nothing. Certainly not congruent with your potential. How many believe you have more potential than you're going for right now? Dude, it's way up here. It's beyond what you're going for. So you want to set it here. I want to set my targets up here. I never lower a target. Never, ever. That's my target. I'll fail on my target. My whole lifetime I might fail on that target, but I won't let it go. So when I first started buying real estate, I used to write this down. I own 10 apartments. I own 10 plus apartments. That's all I buy is apartment buildings. I own 10 plus apartments. I own 10 plus apartments. I own 10 plus apartments. First deal I ever bought was 38 units. Okay, bought 38. I own 100 apartments. I just changed my number. I own 100 apartments. Next deal I bought was 40. Next deal I bought was 70. Next deal I bought was 250. Let's go. I got to stay interested. I got to keep my targets up here. I got to keep changing that target so I'm interested. I'm not talking about success, money, accumulation. I'm talking about keeping me interested in my potential. It is my duty. It's my obligation. It's my responsibility. And I would say to you that it's your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility to fulfill your potential, and that's actually what success is. Success is not money. Success is, I'm going to get this chick to marry me. Right? I'm going to get her attention. What was my problem? Uncertainty. Okay, let me X that off, dude. I'm certain she's the right one. Okay, she is the one. Okay, good. Now, how do I get over to security with her? Thank you. How do I get Elena? Okay, how do I get Elena to know me? Excellent job. Give this man a big hand, okay? A big hand. Come on, man. Let's go. You got to practice enthusiasm, okay? That was good. That was good. That was good. If you're going to do that with him, what do you think you do with the customer when a customer calls? Guy calls me on the phone. Hey, man, do you have any short sales? Sir, did somebody tell you to ask for me? Do you know how powerful that line is? Do you know how powerful that opening line is? You have no short sale inventory, nothing, zero. It's been going for 90 days. You got anything that's being short sold, anything up at the bank? Did somebody tell you to ask for me? What did you just say to him? Guy. Your guy, right? You didn't say you had any product. You said, I'm your guy. I can help you. You think we had a bankruptcy 2 years ago. Did somebody tell you to ask for me? Enthusiasm. Where's your enthusiasm at? Oh, yeah. It's in your living room. You're watching Jennifer Lopez on American Idol. That's where you left it right there. Oh, she was so good. Dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You know what? Most people are going to spend more time in their life working than any other single thing and not being successful. Man, work is good. Work is unbelievable, particularly when you're winning. Right? Me having to work for my wife is good for me. Right or wrong? What do I, okay, she don't want to go out with me, so I'll lower my target. Let me go get an 8. Okay, that doesn't work. Let me get a 6. Whatever that is, right? Okay, let me get a 4. All right, I'll just go to a strip joint. That's why most guys, no offense, ladies, but that's why girls, they don't have the girl they want because they take shortcuts. They use too many quick options. Man, you got to be committed. You got to be. I got to use this now. I got to go to my mic. You got to be totally committed. Everybody agree? You got to be completely uncertain. You want $1 million? You want $2 million? You want $5 million? How much money do you want? How much success do you want? How much notoriety do you want? You want a New York Times bestseller? Why can't you have everything? Oh, but I'm 65. So what? Man, Colonel Harlan Sanders made all his money after he was 65 years old. He wasted the first 64 years. A guy says, you know, Grant, I hear you talk about money a lot, and you know, I just want to tell you, money won't make you happy. I said, yeah, what's your point, dude? Your point is you ain't got any money. That's why you're giving this dumb advice. Because being broke won't make you happy either. Okay, I tried the experiment. I went on the experiment. How many have been on the broke experiment? Were you happy? Were you like, oh my God, this is good? Look, if you took $5 million out of the marketplace and you made $5 million from planet Earth, would anybody know an event took place? Would anybody know anything happened? Would you do good things with that money? Good. How many believe the work for $5 million is going to be the same work for 50,000? Same process, same involvement. Look, you're occupied either way, okay? So if you're not sure of your value, if you think you're worth 80 grand, you're worth 80 grand. Would you agree? If you think you're worth 150 grand, you're probably worth 150. If you think whatever you think you're worth, if you're not sure of your own value, your own goals, and what you want, the world will never reward you of what you want, your value, and your goals. Never. It won't happen. Can't happen. I got to remind myself every day, what is my value in the marketplace? What are my goals in the marketplace? What am I worth in the marketplace, okay? What do I deserve in the market? I deserve those 242 units. I deserve to make money on those 242 units. I deserve to sell this house and make a profit. I deserve to be able to move to Miami. I deserve this woman. I deserve these 2 kids. I deserve to have my kids learn to swim rather than putting a fence around my pool. Because I don't want a fence around my pool. I hate the fence. Just teach them how to swim, man. Dominate the kid. Put the kid in the pool every day. Okay? She's 3 days old. I'm dunking her in the pool every day. Try this, try this, try this, try this. Okay? She's not crying. The mom's crying. The baby's like, hey, it's cool, dude. I've been in water for 9 months, whatever. Right? My daughter's 1 year old. I can throw her in the pool and walk away. At 1 year old, I can walk away. She can swim the entire length of the pool. At 3, she can swim it underwater. We got friends that are 8 years old. They get around the pool and everybody's freaked out. The point is what? Dominate. Whatever you want, you got to commit all the way in and think in terms of domination, not a spectator. You don't want to be a spectator, folks. Spectators pay, players get paid. Believe. You look at the word up, believe. This is in a Webster dictionary, okay? You probably have one of those. If you don't have one at your house, you can certainly Google it. It's going to say this: to have confidence in the truth, the existence, or the reliability of something, although without absolute proof. How many believe that the real estate market's getting better? Okay? How many believe it could get worse? Good. Hey, that's right. And when it gets worse, what are you going to believe? I'm going to believe, hey, dude, there's still value there. You got good? There's still value there. Okay? How many of you have shown somebody a house before, they didn't pull the trigger, and they regretted it? You know what? Shame on you. Why didn't you shut that deal down? I don't want to pressure anybody. If you won't pressure a client that you like, it's because you don't believe in you, the product, okay, or the company that you represent, period. If you will not pressure somebody to do the right thing, it's something you don't believe in. Look at the word, what it means, to have confidence in the truth. What is the truth? This is a good deal, and you need to do it. You're pressuring me, Grant. I sure am. Now sign right there. Let's do this. It's the right thing. Why? He looks at me and says, what? Oh, my God, this guy is so certain. Are you sure it's the right thing? Guarantee it's the right thing. Lean on the pen. Let's do it. And you're thinking to yourself, I couldn't do that right now. Dude, I wasn't taught how to do this. I spent 17 years in school. They don't teach you this. You have to train this muscle, okay? If one of your children was crossing the street and you knew it was a bad thing, would you pressure them not to? Exactly. Why is pressure a bad thing? It makes diamonds. But I know so many people in business, I don't want to pressure anybody. Do you need to pressure yourself? You need to cook yourself. You need a necessity level way up here. Look, the middle class in America is failing, folks. It's failing. You know why? Because it doesn't push itself hard enough. It operates on a premise based on just enough. I'm going to make enough, vacation enough, save enough, just enough. Oh, I forgot to plan on Lehman's. Oh, forgot to plan on foreclosures. Oh, forgot to plan on LIBOR. Oops, forgot to plan on the internet bust. And that's why the middle class is failing. The middle class isn't failing because of politics. Okay, the middle class is failing because the middle class is using the wrong formula. A formula that worked 40 years ago might not work in the U.S. economy today. Right? Maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that 5-day job, maybe that gig's over and maybe it's 7 days now. Maybe it's a 7-day pitch now. I don't know. I know in my life it's 7 days. I'll never, ever have my freedom taken from me again. So it's not money I'm trying to accumulate. It's market share I'm trying to accumulate. I'm trying to accumulate market share so when things soften again, who's left? The strongest player in the market. So although without absolute proof that one is right in doing so, only if one believes in something can one act purposefully. Okay, that means I need to be every day selling myself. I'm going to write a New York Times best-selling book, okay? I'm going to speak to tens of thousands of people. I'm going to help millions of people on planet Earth. I'm literally reminding myself every day. When I wake up in the morning, I write my goals down. When I go to bed at night, I write my goals down. It's the first thing and the last thing I do every day. I've been doing that for 25 years. I'm dominating myself in my own thinking. Success formula, okay? Here are 4 steps that I learned when I was 51 years old. I'm like, oh man, there it is, baby. That's it. That's it. That's what you've been doing. That's what all the successful people have been doing. Here are 4 steps you must take to create the next level of success in your life. Number 1, you must get attention. Hey. See, that's what I mean. You got to get attention. If you got to scream to get it, get it. Okay? The moment you start, hey, you listening to me? See, the moment you start doing that, you're going to start getting criticism. When you hit that right band, that right tone level of attention, okay, where you're really getting attention, you're going to get criticism. Somebody's going to say, dude, you need to quieten down, bro. You need to bring it down a notch, bro. Bro, you freaking. Dude, hey, this is a party. Let's not talk business now. Come, chill. I'm getting criticism. Is that good or bad? The Kardashians love it. Right? The Kardashians have worked this formula perfectly. Monster attention. No product. There's no product. Is that a product? That ain't a product, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Over and over. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Okay? Look at that. Look at that. Okay? And she gets criticism. They didn't start banking until they got the haters. They had to get haters. Wherever they got criticism, they actually kept throwing wood on the fire to actually get something bigger than criticism, which was hate, which was, I hate those people. That's what promoted them. It wasn't the promotion that promoted them. It was the disgust for them. Okay? And until they moved into this 4th step, which is admiration. See, most people stop here. You get a little criticism and you shut it down. I'm calling you back too much? Okay, I won't do that again. You should call him back more. You send an email back. Hey, quit sending me emails. No, you should double up. Okay? You should stay with the cycle until you close the cycle, folks. Why? Because you believe. You believe it's the right thing to do. Belief is not some esoteric thing. Belief is some action you take all the time in the marketplace. Say, hey, I'm doing the right thing for you. You just don't know it. Your confidence, okay? You got to build it until you're invincible. That's why you come to this. That's why you read books. That's why you bury yourself in audio programs. The internet is a very dangerous place today because you can look at anything. What do these people have in common, okay? There's Michael Jordan, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Oprah, a Navy SEAL, and my mother, okay? You know what they had in common? This. Greatness has in common immersion. They're immersed completely in their environment. Number two, they're dedicated, completely dedicated. Three, they have a total commitment. My mother was as committed as Warren Buffett is. Do you know what Warren Buffett spends most of his time doing? Reading. Most of his time during the day is spent reading. And they're duty-driven. All of those people are duty-driven. Okay, whether it was my mom, Oprah, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, at some point it was no longer for money, it was duty. It's my obligation. It's some sense of, I have to do this. So what are you hearing me say to you today? What are you hearing me say? Immerse yourself, okay? You have to immerse yourself right now with reading, the right reading, audio programs, video. Find YouTube channels that are good for you to where you can watch YouTube. Like, we started dropping videos on YouTube maybe 24 months ago. We dropped about 900 videos on YouTube. That's what got me my TV show. People saw me on YouTube. The UK found YouTube videos 2 weeks ago. Dude, we love what you're doing on YouTube, man. Can you come out to the UK and do a TV show? Why? I'm breaking through obscurity. Anybody can do this, folks. Anybody can do this. This is not about a college degree. This is about massive amounts of action to get attention for yourself, your brand, your company, your products, your ideas, your dreams. Then this is what I would tell you to do, okay? And I'm going to close out here. Number one, I would immerse yourself with books, audio, video, daily, okay? You hit all three of those where I'm reading something, listening to something, and watching something. These are completely different ways to learn. Number two, you want to test your abilities. Actually, if you have employees, how many of you have employees? You need to test their abilities. Just because somebody's good at what they do doesn't mean they have an ability. You want to test their abilities with assignments, tests, and drills. Look, the economy needs people like me and you driving the marketplace. It's entrepreneurs and businesses that build economies. Would you agree? It's me and you, not governments. Governments do not build economies. People build economies. Entrepreneurs, people with ideas, people that are driven. You, people like Alex, are the ones that make the economy. And frankly, folks, it's your duty as an American to get out into the marketplace and be a role model and recreate this economy. Thank you very much.